We're looking at the final inspection here on the customer's list of items that were concerns, so we're going to go through and read down the list. Okay, so we're going to go through courtesy light operation and compartment lights. So we're going to have Chris open the door, and you can see the lights come on with the door open. Okay, now we're going to go to the rear storage compartment light, which was repaired. We can pop the lock open. There's that light. And if we could open the door one more time, we'll get a picture of that actual compartment light lighting up. Okay. And we'll go to the alarm system now. If we're going to arm the alarm system using the key. Okay, the system's armed. And now we can open up the driver's door or hood. And you can hear the alarm sound. We'll shut the door, disarm. We'll disarm the system. We'll arm it again, and we can pop the hood. And you'll see that the alarm also goes off with the hood. Okay, let me disarm it. Right now we can go to the left corner of the fender where we had that cut line. We'll go over those details. You can see that that's pretty much taken care of there. We just have that piece of molding off we're going to put on at the end, but that cut line is gone. And we had 3 bubbles on the cowl area on the hood, which have been repaired. And I think the last item is going to be cracks around the right door cylinder. As you can see, those have also been repaired and taken care of. Okay, the next items we're going on to is the fit on the lower section of the radio. You can see that's a nice tight gap. And we replaced both buttons on the rear of the seats. New chrome trim, and we put the black buttons to protect the convertible top lid. The sticker on the AC compressor is the correct sticker and decal. We verified that. And let's go to the vent pull on the right side. I'll walk around the other side and we'll have Chris operate the vent pull for you so you can see it works. It's all the way in, and that's all the way out. So that's the vent pull function. The map pocket, if I can zoom in, maybe Chris can open it for you. You can see that it's been dyed all the way through, and the snaps and the buttons have all been cleaned up, and were dyed all the way down in the pocket. And the driver's door, see, we corrected the gap on the door handle. There's no more space on there. And we also repaired it so the hook and loop gives it that nice tight fit. And you can see the hook and loop is actually engaged on that side. Okay, you can see all the chips on the cam covers. We had one of them that was about here that was touched up. Isn't there anymore. That's not a chip there, that's a piece of dirt. We got the correct decals on the radiator. One here on the overflow tank, the number. We come around the other side of the car. You can see we have decal on the PCV valve, that's right. I have the air cleaner decal. And we did the matte finish on the master cylinder cover. Okay, now we're looking at the inside of the convertible top lid. You can see we put the new guides in on both sides. We went through and checked all the hardware. We got the correct color and the correct finish. Touched up all the brackets. And we got all the new hardware, nuts, and brackets for the latches. And those are in a Ziploc bag put in the glove box. Okay, we're going to go over these last few items here on the Corvette. One of the other items was the key buzzer. So you can see we have the key in, and we'll open the door. There's your lights and there's your buzzer. Okay, so that item is taken care of. You can also see on the back of the seats, both sides, the stitching has been repaired. So passenger seat and on the driver's seat. Clock has been fixed and the clock is working, so we can zoom in on it so you can see. can see the second hand ticking there, and it is keeping time. Fuel gauge is working. Put the key on, and you can see now it's reading that we have half a tank of gas. We'll go over your turn signals. I'm going to turn on the right turn signal. There's your light. Turn it off. Turn on the left. There's your left, and we'll actuate the hazard switch here. There's your hazard light operation, and here's the horn operation also. We'll turn these hazard lights off. Okay, now we're going to look at the cigarette lighter. I'll make sure that we show you that the lighter does work. There's a key on, and push the lighter in. Give it a few seconds, it's about to pop out. I already heard it click. Okay, there it goes, popped. There's the lighter. I don't know if you can actually see the red on the element, but it is pretty hot. Put that back in. And we can close that door. So all the trim screws are in. We already went over the vent pull. Showed you that was working. Here's a closer view. It's all the way out. And that's your D10s going in. Okay, here we are looking at the front of the car and under the car. You can see we removed the front plate. The center grille is in good shape. It had a little bit of black on it, so we needed to paint that silver to match. Moving under the car, we've gone through, we've touched up all the nut and bolts, gotten them all the correct finish. You know, did the repairs on the lower side of the cradle, and we installed the two pans that were missing on the block offs. One here on this side with the new weather strip, and the one here on this corner. See all the touch-ups, little touch-ups on the starter have been done. Most of the ones on the frame have all been done. We checked for the hardware for the gas tank, and there should be one bolt underneath that is unfinished because that's the one that attaches the strap. Those were installed after the chassis was painted. So according to Drew, those are supposed to be a natural finish the way they are. I believe we're in one area on the right front fender under the light that we wet sanded. There was a few spots of dirt you could actually see in here, but you can see now it's wet sanded out. You can see that beautiful reflection in the finish there, even underneath on the corners. So that's also been taken care of. The car will get one last detail and polish before it's ready for delivery.